Episode 2. Okay, straight to the point. What the hell is up with the whole. Why? Oh my god, it's so frustrating. Why is it that it's always in the movies? And it's every single movie. Okay, I shouldn't say every single, obviously, but it's always in the movies. You got the good guy versus the bad guy. And it's always people coming together, the best of the best, all this moral bullshit in movies. And yet we can't do it in real life. What is that? Like, seriously, what is that? Like I've seen this movie before plenty of times. I like to rewatch movies. I don't know. I just love doing that. But I just finished watching the Avengers series again, specifically Avengers Infinity Wars and then Endgame right after it. And so, just like any superhero movie, man, you have like all these people who unite to fight evil, right? Like yeah, I mean, it's common sense. No shit. You always have good versus evil, and it's always in the movies, and the good people always show the best of themselves, right? I mean, Hollywood has such a great job. I mean, they do such a great job at this, right? I mean, every freaking movie, romantic comedies, action movies, superhero movies, war movies, whatever freaking movie you talk about, it's majority of them, at least. Okay, obviously, I'm not talking about those weird horror movies or the movies with the weird ambiguous endings, but the majority of movies are always the same theme. You have good versus evil, and good triumphs. So why is it that in 2025 we literally can't do this in the real world? Like, what is it? Why do movies always show the best of us, yet in reality we can't do shit? There's literally what, like three major wars going on right now, and I'm not even gonna get into the details of that crap. You know exactly what I'm talking about. People are throwing around the genocide word, and I mean the whole world has very specifically narrowed their eyes into one specific country. You know exactly what country it is. And it seems like these days you talk about it a little too much and you get a bullet in your head. So yeah, that's how messed up this world is. Like we will literally make movies about everything. Where, you got the freaking Marvel universe, you've got these Avengers, and like, I mean, if aliens were to attack, if like aliens right now suddenly just decided to attack Sweden, of all countries, just Sweden, some random ass country in Europe, okay? What would the world do? Like, what would we do as a human race if aliens decided to attack right now, but they specifically started to attack Sweden? For whatever reason, I don't know. They just don't like those Swedes, okay? Maybe because they're too tall and they got nice blonde hair. So, they're like, we gotta go and kill these Swedish people from another planet. I'm talking about aliens, okay? Like, seriously, think about that for a second. Imagine aliens invaded Sweden and started killing Swedish people, and that was the only place in the whole world they were. Nowhere else. They're not in North America. They're not in the rest of Europe. Nowhere. South Africa, South America. No. They're just in Sweden, killing off a bunch of Swedes. What would the world do? The entire world would unite with force and go into Sweden and help the Swedish people. They would kill these aliens if they were unable to stop them another way. Obviously, of course, they're always going to try diplomatic ways. Sure, they'll try and negotiate with these aliens. They'll try and stop the fighting. But if aliens were in there right now, if aliens were in Sweden, savagely killing Swedish people, innocent people, even though Sweden does have some criminals, I'm sure there's always bad guys everywhere. Sweden's got some bad guys. But if aliens were there just killing people, good and bad, and the majority of people dying were Swedish civilians, innocent people, men, women, and children, especially children, what would the world do? If these aliens did not look anything like human beings as well, okay, just imagine they'd look like some weird creature, just like out of the Marvel movie, some weird dog, human, reptile mix of some crap. Who knows? 4 legs, 6 legs, running around, killing people. What would human beings do? We would literally all unite. We would go there and we would fight these aliens to help the human people, right? The militaries of all these countries would literally go into Sweden and kill as many of these alien threats and stop the alien invasion, right? We would do that if that actually happened in real life. It happens in movies all the time. It literally happened in the Avengers, right? And of course, it's Hollywood, so they're going to make the majority of the characters American with American backgrounds, with American superheroes, but it doesn't matter where they're from. Even in the Avengers, you got mixed people, whatever. You got people from all over the world, all cultures, coming together and fighting. So we'll do that in movies. We'll do that all the time in movies. People will help each other. It doesn't matter. Black and white. You got Christians and Muslims and whatever. When it comes to movies, They will literally do that. They will come together. They will unite the best of humanity. Oh, yes, let's save humanity. But in real life, people can't do that. We really can't. Like, how stupid are we? Why can we do this in a fictional setting? Okay, in fiction, yeah, even in books, yes, of course, books. Some of the great books throughout history. It's always fiction. In the real world, we can't come together. We seriously, in the year 2025, for fuck's sake, oh my god, it's 2025. You seriously can't get together and solve these stupid issues and problems? We literally have to have people starving. We have to have the super elite billionaires who have everything, and then you have these people who can barely get by on minimum wage. Like, it's just, oh my god, it's common sense. It really is just common sense. And why are we so good at it in the arts? Like, seriously, why is it only in art? Why is it Hollywood does this all the time? Like, I mean, I don't know. We're only human beings in movies. That's really what it is. Like, we failed as a human race. Like, if you've watched the Avenger movies, which I'm sure so many people have, you got those two specifically, like the Avengers Infinity War and then Avengers Endgame. Like, if you watch that movie to the very end, okay, here's another spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the movie, I mean, come on, it's an old movie. But, anyways, big time spoiler alert, okay? Tony Stark does die at the end of the movie. Now, he literally makes that video montage, whatever little monologue thing for everyone to watch, specifically his wife and daughter in the movie. And if you watch that whole scene and you don't feel anything, like, even though it's a stupid movie, like, we watch movies like that and we see the ending, like the part in the movie earlier in the movie when his daughter is being put to sleep and she literally looks at him and says, I love you 3000. And then Tony Stark ends his little like death monologue with I love you 3000. If you're watching that and you don't feel anything, well, there's clearly something wrong with you. There's something wrong with your humanity. But why is it in the movie? Why are we doing that in the movies? And we do it so well in the movies, but in real life, we can't do that. Like, you seriously can't do that. Yeah, everyone does all that bullshit on social media. You know, everyone just gives off their best wishes and my condolences and all that crap. And yeah, I feel bad. I feel sorry for these people who are being affected in the war. And we really do feel it. But like, why is it even going on still? 2025, like, how are the people in charge letting this happen? Like, how are we as a human race so broken that it's like nothing to us? It really is nothing. If it's in the other side of the world, it doesn't matter. And even if it's like down the street from you, it still doesn't technically matter. And that's another weird thing. It always affects you more when it's close. That whole proximity shit really, it does really matter. It makes a big difference. So if it happens to your neighbor or a family member, yeah, that hits home hard. You know, if 10 children from your own children's school passed away, that would hit home hard. But when 10 children on the other side of the planet die because of an earthquake or a bus accident or a mass shooting or whatever the hell it is, like, you feel bad, but then you just, it's nothing. It's literally nothing. Like, it's frustrating, man. It is so frustrating that as a humanity, we failed on so many levels. On so many levels. And even the stupid movies, like, oh my god, like, we love movies. We'll sit and watch the movies. I look at these people. I'm like, I don't want to talk shit about them, okay? I don't even know these people. I don't know them personally, of course, but they're actors. Scarlett Johansson, Robert Downey Jr., you know, some of these other actors. Like, they're super high paid actors in the movies. They are worth hundreds of millions of dollars in real life. So we'll pay them a shitload of money and they'll act. They'll act on screen and we'll watch it and we'll love it and we'll feel our humanity will come out in the movies. Our humanity will come out in that entertainment world, in Hollywood and in fiction. Same thing happens with music. You'll feel it in the music and the songs, but in real life, in real life, we barely give a shit. We've become so bad that we'll sit and we'll doom scroll on our social media. We'll spend hours on TikTok, on Instagram. We'll watch shit for hours. We've become desensitized, dehumanized in real life. But then, you know, pop in a movie or go to the movie theater, sit down for 2 hours, have your stupid little escape from reality and feel feel all your emotions in that movie. Whatever the hell the movie is. Like, we are more human beings in movies and in Hollywood than we are in real life. Our humanity is doomed. Like, that needs to change. Like, seriously, what the fuck? Like, why? In movies? Seriously? But not in real life. In Hollywood, but not in the Middle East. Like, how backwards have we become? Like, seriously, how backwards have we become? So, yeah, that pisses me off so much. It's such a big pet peeve. And what do I do about it? What am I supposed to do? What can I do? And I bet you're asking the exact same question. What the hell are you supposed to do? You wake up, you go to work, you come home, you take care of your life, your family, your pets, your children, whatever. What are you going to do? You're going to hop on an airplane, fly across the world, and go fight in some war and get yourself killed? No, you're not going to do that. So what do you do? What do we do? Like, it's almost like I think if you're a pretty normal fucking person, right off the bat, the first thing you're wondering is why the fuck isn't everyone like you? Like, why isn't everyone not have common sense? Why are there so many people out there who are so greedy for more money, so greedy for more power? And all these fights, it's always the same shit. It's always about land. It's all about power. Thanos wanted to take over the universe. At the very end, he wanted to become a god and create a universe in his own image, in his own reality. He wanted everything to be exactly how he wanted it to be. It's like a crazy psychopath. And we have those in our world leaders. We have these crazy psychopaths. All these presidents and prime ministers around the world are little mini Thanoses. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And again, where are the superheroes? Where are the Captain Americas and the Hulks and the Spider-Mans of the real world to actually fight these battles? It's so frustrating, man. Like, Jesus Christ. Why are people not normal? Like, if you're starving and your neighbor has an infinite amount of food, would you not expect them to give it to you? And if you were that neighbor, would you not feel compelled to give it to your neighbor? I mean, a lot of people don't even give a shit about their families. They won't even help their own families out. Like, brothers and sisters, parents to their children, cousins. Like, if you're not even willing to help your own family, what the hell am I smoking thinking that you would be willing to help strangers? But that's the failure, man. That's the failure of the human race. Like, I don't know if there's any way to go back, if there's any way to save ourselves. I mean, I've heard this talked about a million times. We weren't meant to be this giant, enormous civilization the way we are today. I mean, we were originally small groups, small tribes. When you're only 100 people living together in a small little area, yeah, you can take care of each other. You can watch each other's back. You can love each other, care for each other. But when you become millions, literally millions living in a city like New York City, you just slowly become a monster. You become a monster, just like that experiment. I'm sure a lot of people have heard that experiment before with the rats. They put a couple rats in a box, everything's fine, and you just slowly keep adding more rats to that box. These are actual studies. I can't remember where they did it, Harvard, MIT, whatever. They've done this study for real. I mean, the rats go crazy. I mean, we are just animals, just like any other animal. If you have 10 rats in a box, 100 rats in a box, 1,000 rats in a box, eventually it turns into chaos, and that's what we've become. We've become this chaotic little vermin in these giant cities that we cannot control. We cannot care. The world falls apart around us, and nobody gives a shit. And I mean, who is supposed to give a shit? We're all supposed to give a shit. But those people in power, those people with money, lots of wealth, unfortunately for us, they're just evil. They're not like the Avengers. They could have been like the Avengers. They could have been like the Iron Man and the Hulk and the whatever, but they're not. When you have these multi-billionaires, when you have these corporations, when you have these extremists, and that's really what they are. They're like extremists, except you're not a religious terrorist extremist. You're like a weird financial, political extremist who is just so messed up in your own head that you just care about more power and more wealth. And it makes no sense. Like, that evilness makes no sense at all. Like, how do you have those rich families like the Rothschilds? Everyone knows about the Rothschild family and all the manipulation they did and all the evil stuff they did to get more wealth, the people they screwed over, the systems they manipulated, the government practices they manipulated and controlled and all that crap. Like, it's mind-blowing. And yet, back to Hollywood, everything's great in Hollywood. We will show the evil in Hollywood even. Like, people make documentaries in Hollywood, or at least movies based on real life, very similar. You know, hey, here's what happened. Let's show it to the masses on the big screen. Here's the evil people doing all the evil stuff. Yes. Okay. Are we going to do anything about it? Is anything going to change? 2025, we've lived here for this freaking long. In this world, humanity, human race, evolution, technology, medicine, all these things have advanced so much, except us. We have not advanced. We have not evolved. We're still stupid, dumb animals, preoccupying ourselves so easily with stupid, mundane things. addictions to everything. We are literally addicted to everything. Food, entertainment, little short-term pleasures, everything like that. It's all just, I don't know. Hollywood needs to become a reality. That's the thing. All these movies, it's just doesn't even matter what the movies. We always do it in the movies. We always show so much good in the movies and all these happy endings. Inception, you got like a happy ending, right? Every superhero movie, Superman, happy ending. Let's Superman, an alien, comes to Earth from another planet. Again, Hollywood, such a great job of showing a complete stranger comes to Earth and helps the human race. Why? Why is this alien coming to Earth and helping us? Why? How does that make sense? And why did he decide to help us? And we're like, oh, we accept his help. And oh, yeah, he's helping us all. It's great. So, like, we can even show in a movie, we can show a weird alien with superpowers coming to Earth and helping us. We can't even help ourselves. And that's the problem. We need real life Supermen. And I guess women too, if you can make that somehow happen. How can we make that happen? How can you have a Superman or a Superwoman? I mean, we need people with like magical spells. We need freaking Harry Potter people going around with wands to fucking fix this world. That's how bad it's become. Like, we can live it in Hollywood. We can live it in movies so nicely. Harry Potter, I love Harry Potter. That's a great movie series right there. One of the best movies I've ever seen. The story and all that. I mean, the acting, the story, everything. And what happens at the end? You have good versus evil. Again, you have the good people coming together to defeat the evil people. Always the same story. And we always do it in movies. Why can we not do it in real life? What the fuck is wrong with people? Like, why do we have multi-billionaires, soon to be trillionaires? Is Elon Musk going to be the first to hit a trillionaire? Probably. And I'm not saying these people are good or bad. I'm just saying, like, it's the whole system. It's just so fucked up as a humanity, as a human race, that we even got to this level. Clearly, it doesn't work. The system around the world doesn't work. The politics don't work. The financial situation does not work. Like, how do you have these politicians coming into power, like the prime ministers, and they're literally becoming super rich after a few years of holding a seat in that position? Like, you are worth a couple $100,000, and after 10 years, you've become a multimillionaire? How does that make sense? How are politicians who are supposed to be there to help people end up becoming filthy rich? It makes no sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. And the worst is Hollywood, because we do it in Hollywood also well. Every movie is always the same. Happy ending, yippee-ki-yay, good versus evil, and the good majority of the time wins. Except in the real world. We look around the real world. We look around in the real world. We look around in the real world, and it's just the evil people winning all the time. So little good, so much more evil. And that needs to change. I'm not talking about the little baby steps that people do take. I mean, dude, Jesus Christ, the majority of people are good. That's what you see. People are good in general, but why is there so much bad and evil in the world? And right now, why are we like leaning more towards the bad? Why are we headed in that direction? It makes no sense. We're headed in the wrong direction. Why is crime getting worse and more? What's with all these crazy issues with immigrations and Jesus Christ? I don't even know. I'm going off topic now, way too off topic. But Hollywood, Hollywood, good job, Hollywood. Good job on masking what humans really are, because you make us look great in your movies. We always want to help in the movies, and we always want the good guy to win in the movies. But when it comes to real life, we're disgusting. We're a failure. Humans have failed in the real world.
Your mom.